Oh, what an adventure. Get lost with Google Maps. Good afternoon, everybody. I just had lunch. I'm waiting for a truck to come and pick up one of the batteries. One of the batteries played up on me. It was very hard to take a charge, and when it did take a charge it wouldn't hold the charge. This one's fine. So anyway, I got in contact with the fella and he said, no problems, Chris. He said, whack it back in its box and I'll have a truck come and pick it up and refund you. And which was, you know, pretty amazing. And I just said, look, I said, just get it fixed and send it back, because I actually need the battery. I don't need the money. And I said, you know, if it's going to put you out of pocket, I'll help pay bloody shipping costs back here. Because Ryan resells the batteries for Solar King on eBay. And, you know, I just didn't think it was fair that he'd be out of pocket. But so far he hasn't asked for any money to help with his shipping or anything. So we'll see what happens there. But, you know, the man didn't even question, you know, as soon as I let him know exactly what happened. And he just said, yeah, we'll just give you a refund. I said, no, I want you to either fix the battery or replace it. I don't want it refunded because I actually need the battery for the camper trailer, and he's agreeable to that. I don't mind waiting for it to get back. I'll actually link his eBay channel, because he sells good priced batteries, and these lithium batteries have got a lot more parts in them than a lead acid battery, so you got to expect, you know, the odd battery to go bad or faulty. That happens, and yeah, that's just a part of life, really. Even lead acid batteries, you know, you can get a dud one of them. It doesn't matter, you just get duds in life, and if you're unlucky enough to get one, well, don't stress, because most of the times they'll just take it back unless they're a bodgy eBay seller. This guy did no problem at all. So I'll link, I'll put a link to Ryan's eBay page down in the bottom at the comments. I'll pin it, okay, because you don't know how good an eBay shop is until you have a problem, and that's when you find out how good they are. So that's why I'm going to take the time and link his channel. Also, I made a change in here. Let me just stop this for a minute while I climb into the trailer, because I've got to climb in and show you. There we go. Okay, I've had to remove the the stuff I had around the batteries, but you can see I've got this high density foam, this stuff here on the bottom, and I've got this medium density foam here that I put on the sides. But I'm still waiting for gear to arrive. I'm waiting for the three-way switch to get here, the inverter, and the double pole gear I got ordered for the electrician to wire this. But one of the changes I made now, the wire that comes out of the B here, this is B for battery, S for solar, I had going all the way up here to my main DC outlet fuse. I mean, while that worked well, what I really needed to do for balancing charging later on was to isolate this section, so I'm not drawing any loads at all, to properly balance the batteries. Okay, so what's going to happen is, I got these two wires here. They're not the right lengths yet, but they will be when the three-way switch turns up. Please turn up soon, three-way switch. Now you can see the big wire here, the big cable. I've got that into this battery's fuse. But that's going to come out, and I'll have to shorten it a bit, but that's going to come out and go into the main inlet into the three-way switch. And that means the batteries go in position 1 and position 2 on the switch. So I can actually flick it to either both when I'm just in normal use, or battery number 1 or battery number 2 when I'm doing a balancing charge, just with the solar and the lithiums. So I can keep both batteries in fully charged and balanced every 6 months. And that's why I've added this extra switch. So I've had to move this fuse along a bit. Add that Blue Sea switch. That's rated at 448 volts, DC, 300 amps. Okay, which is, wow, more than enough to do what I'm going to be pulling through this. Like I said, that fuse there, the main fuse, is only 150, and on each battery there's an 80 amp fuse. Blue Sea fuses. They're a fast blow fuse. Okay, so yeah, that's the change I've made. So I've added this in so I can actually isolate the charging sequence for balancing to each individual battery without having a load on. Before, if it was on position 1 or position 2, the whole trailer was still live. And that's how I've overcome that. I've just put the, well, I put the charger wire, which is this one here, and I'm not going to cut that short because I'm keeping it exactly the same length as the negative wire charging cable, because I believe, you know, where you can, it's always important to keep your cables, especially when they're coming off chargers or batteries, the same length. Okay, it's just something I do. All right, so we've put that switch in. I'm still waiting on the three-way switch and everything else to turn up. I don't think a hell of a lot of Australia Post, yeah, they seem to be a bit lax. I mean, it's not Christmas or anything like that, so I don't know what their excuses are. I've got 3 things just sitting in Perth, and they've been sitting there all last week. Today's Monday, and I just looked and they expect the delivery on the 7th. Wow, yeah, okay. So eBay people, please don't use Australia Post or for big items. You know, don't, because in my limited experience, they're just not good at delivering. Anyway, that's my experience with them. It's funny, whenever something's delivered, they ask me if I would recommend them. I don't think I've ever had cause to give them a good recommendation yet. Alright, so I mean, it was bad luck with that battery, and shit does happen, and they're going to either repair it or replace it, and I'm happy either way. I don't know what's gone wrong inside it. I've got no idea. I know they're a lot more technical inside than a lead acid battery. Okay, YouTube, that's a little quick update. A bit of bad luck for me. All around, really. Bad luck with Australia Post. Bad luck with one of the batteries. But like I said, whenever that happens, don't ever be cross with the reseller, because it's, you know, I mean, yeah, it's not his fault. You know, the batteries come all boxed up and he expects them to be in good working order, and so do I. When they're not, well, then that's just, you know, probably 1 in 100 or 1 in 300, or I don't know what the odds are with these lithium batteries. I know it's pretty rare with lead acid, but okay, that's it. Short video. That's where I'm up to. This battery here is fully charged and balanced, and he's going, yeah, great. I'm just waiting Waiting for gear. Oh God, this wait. Will it ever end? Keep safe. Bye for now.